I'm going to show you how to navigate to the Online Math and Writing Center resources, and specifically the graduate writing resources. So I'm going to go to My Brandman and click on the Student tab because this is what the students see. And there's a link here, and it's buried in here called Writing Help. Okay, so click on this link, and it pulls up a new browser tab, and it takes you to a website that looks like this. It's the Online Writing Community, but it's also coupled with the Math Community. So um, the new name is the Online Writing and Math Community. But we're gonna just go ahead and scroll down a little bit here, and there's a link here called the Graduate Student Resources um, link, and you're gonna click on that link, and yet it pulls up another link, and it takes you to this site. Okay, so a couple of background information, pieces of information that you need to be aware of is graduate students at Brandman do not get tutoring support from the institution unless they're an English learner or they're a learner with special needs. And if they're either of those two, English learner or learner with special needs, then you need to contact me right away, forward their email to me. They have to reach out to you. You can't ask them for FERPA reasons. But as soon as they let you know that they're an English learner or a learner with special needs, you forward their email to me, and I will reach out to the online writing community and get them some one-on-one tutoring. Okay, but for everyone else, this website is a list of resources that is available to them. Of course, minus the one-on-one tutoring. Okay, so there's the office hour link. So click on that, and the students can attend any of these office hours with any of these tutors. These links are links to their Adobe Connect Office. And so you want to make sure that they know this service exists. And again, this is not one-on-one tutoring, but rather it's open office hours. And they could be in here with a few students, lots of students, but in many cases, the tutors are there and nobody's showing up. So I would encourage students to take advantage of the open office hours. And the other caveat to this is not an opportunity to bring an entire paper and have it edited by a tutor. This is an opportunity to bring in a couple of sentences, if not a short paragraph, and to get some coaching on how to write that sentence or paragraph, because likely the students will only get a little bit of time with the tutor depending on how many students are there during the open office hour time. If the students wanted to get that extensive feedback with uh, coaching, with editing, then they will need to hire an editor. And so you can then refer them to the second link here called Professional Editors and Statisticians. And there's a list of independent editors, and the students can reach out to these folks and hire services. Now, I have no preferential treatment to any of these tutor or editors. I don't know them. I don't have not worked directly with them. And so, you can pass it along to your students. We don't have a preference of one over the other. I do know Wendy Wood and her company, they have presented at immersions at Miniversity, so that's the only direct connection we have to EDD, but there's no preference in terms of which ones we would prefer them to use. However, that said, I would encourage students to work with editors that have worked a lot with dissertation. So that's one of the first questions they should ask when they call these editors is, um, you know, do you only work with undergrad and master's level students? What's your experience working with doctoral students? And notice here, this one says doctoral coaching and editing. So you want to make sure that they have some doctoral experience. In other words, when they use them and they continue to use them all the way through dissertation, is that a good fit? Okay. You also have some video tutorials and some live trainings and recorded webinars, and also some other tutorials. So these are all like scripted, pre-recorded tutorials, and then the recorded live webinars. Encourage your students to go there, check out the calendar, and then attend some of those tutorials as well. Okay, so that's it. Wanted to showcase that to you and make sure that when you are doing your webinars in 751, or even during office hours, you can know where to point students to for more writing support from the university. And again, one-on-one tutoring is not available unless they're an English learner or a student with special needs.